Hello everyone and welcome to my EastEnders Media News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the most recent episode of EastEnders, Whitney Dean, Shona McGarty, had to make a difficult choice after Zack Hudson's James Farrar betrayal caused a tense exchange. Zack was only able to say sorry in response to Brittany Wainwright's Lola Campbell shocking disclosure that he had slept with Lauren Branning, Jacqueline Jossa. In a sequence of events that will undoubtedly go down in EastEnders history, a furious Whitney struck Lauren with her wedding bouquet and then gave Zack a quick smack as well. Bianca Jackson, Patsy Palmer, who had been aware of the reality for weeks, pretended to be similarly surprised by the news and even punched Zack in the stomach before escorting Whitney, Brittany, and baby Dolly back to Sonia Fowler's, Natalie Cassidy. Zack revealed to James By's character Martin Fowler, James By, how he had psychologically threatened Brittany into being silent, and Martin prevented him from going to see Whit too soon. Bianca joked to Jack Branning, Scott Massillon, that Lauren was exactly like her father Max, Jake Wood, who was a philanderer. Whitney, on the other hand, suppressed her hurt to reassure concerned Brittany that speaking up had been the correct thing to do. But Whitney's emotions overcame her as she thought about all the sorrow she had endured from unfaithful men, and McGarty once again gave an outrageous performance. Bianca yelled at Lauren and begged Zack not to tell Whitney that she had kept his secret after informing Linda Carter, Kelly Bright, that the wedding celebration was canceled. Zack went to talk to Whit, who had cooled down by then and was no longer affected by what had happened that day. Zack revealed that although he detested himself, he had turned to Lauren as a result of their arguments about her fostering plan. Whitney became extremely upset when he revealed that he knew Brittany had discovered. Dolly's sobbing interrupted their furious conversation, and Whitney let Zack console their daughter. Whitney started crying as she saw him hold Dolly, but it looked like she might be able to forgive him, that is, until Brittany begged to speak with Whitney alone. After hearing about Whitney and Zack's earlier argument, Brittany came to the conclusion that the couple will get back together soon and assumed she would be kicked out when Zack eventually cheated again. Whitney started defending Zack, saying that she would never let Brittany be ignored. However, Whitney was given some food for thought when Brittany pointed out that Whitney didn't respect herself, which wasn't much different from the actions of her own mother Keely, Kirsty J. Curtis. She informed Zack that she no longer trusted him and that she had to prioritize her girls. Zack attempted to object, but Whitney ended their relationship abruptly. What does Whit do next? On Tuesday, a character on the BBC soap opera EastEnders made a sudden announcement about leaving Walford. This departure had not been previously disclosed. Months after returning to Albert Square, Penny Branning shocked fans by telling her cousin Lauren Branning that she was leaving Walford for France the following week. Before moving back to Walford to live with her father Jack Branning, Penny had spent years living there. Drama greeted her years-long absence from the show as she was exposed as a drug mule for a criminal and almost sent her own cousin Lauren to prison. Penny helped Lauren through some drama in the most recent episode of the BBC soap opera before revealing her departure. She informed Lauren she wouldn't be around because she was returning to France the next week. No further details were provided, such as if this was a temporary return to France or something more. Penny remained silent about her plans to return, when she may do so, and her initial motivation for traveling to France. She may be visiting her mother, or it may have anything to do with her prior assistance to the police during the drug drama. While some viewers doubted Penny's confession, others were left pleading with the soap opera, hoping it wasn't Penny going away permanently. One admirer posted on X and stated, "Oh no, I don't want Penny to go." Another person remarked, "I adore her character. Penny is heading to France next week. Please tell me Penny isn't leaving permanently. This is just a temporary break," a third fan said in a comment. However, one viewer expressed some confusion in their comments, saying, "So Penny is returning to France next week, but surely if she was freed on bail, she wouldn't be permitted to leave the nation? Or have I overlooked something?" She is supporting her cousin Lauren in the wake of the incident in Walford. Weeks before Whitney Dean gave birth to their daughter and weeks before their wedding, Lauren was found out to have slept with her closest friend Whitney Dean's fiancé, Zack Hudson. There were violent scenes when Whitney grabbed Lauren by the hair and dragged her across the floor after slapping her with her bouquet. She then gave Zack a punch to the face, needed to be restrained, and then sobbed as she left the scene. Whitney sobbed upon returning home, experiencing yet another broken marriage and another betrayal by a romantic partner. In an interview with Zack, Whitney asserted that she was better off without him and that their breakup was necessary for her to become a better mother. Whitney broke up with him, vowing it was permanent, leaving him devastated. In the most recent episode of EastEnders, Whitney Dean, Shona McGarty, was given yet another painful cliffhanger right when she was ready to finally claim her happily ever after. Whitney gave birth to baby Dolly last week in heartwarming moments, and when the BBC soap opera came back, she and her fiancé Zack Hudson, James Farrar, were beaming with happiness over their new daughter. Whitney was concerned about the quiet behavior of her foster daughter Brittany Wainwright, Lola Campbell, not realizing that the little child had just learned of Zack's affair with Whit's closest friend Lauren Branning, Jacqueline Jossa. In an attempt to persuade Brittany to remain silent, Zack invited her to go shopping with him and insisted that if she revealed the truth, it would ruin everything. Despite all of her preparations at the Queen Vic, Linda Carter, Kelly Bright, was upset to learn that Zack and Whitney's wedding had been called off. Whitney eventually stated that she wanted to marry Zack on that particular day, and the bride looked stunning as she performed and sang before the wedding. Along with Lily Slater, Lilia Turner, Whitney's niece, Brittany was dressed as a bridesmaid and remained conflicted as Lily told her about Whitney's past relationships with men. Whitney enjoyed a precious moment with Brittany, letting her know how much she loved her too, assuming that Brittany was feeling left out because of the baby. Tony Clay's character Callum Highway also stopped over to wish Whitney well despite being unable to attend the wedding. When Zack's remorse overcame him and he told Bianca Jackson, Patsy Palmer, that he had to confess his affair, family and friends soon gathered at the registrar office. Bianca became enraged, pointing out that Zack had lost his opportunity and cautioning him against ruining Whitney's special day. Whit declared that she was certain Zack would never harm her as the bride and groom started exchanging vows. Brittany cut him off at that point, disclosing that Zack had already cheated on Whitney with Lauren. What is Whit's response to this shocking news? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.